at what stage should an organization think about going beyond just having an IT team and looking at building a digital transformation team? Is it about their size? Is it about their tech stack maturity? Or is it something else?
So I will first say that I disagree with the question. You can have an IT team. That IT team itself can take care of the digital transformation. The whole aspect is that you should have a team which takes care of the digital transformation part of it. It could be part of IT. It could be a separate team. So the question that you asked, that when should an organization go into transformation or into the IT sphere, it is ASAP. Jaldi karo. Abhi agar nahi kara, that means you're late. You're late in the party. Already AI ML is going at such a speed that changes are happening every month or week.
AI has accelerated the pace of change in software. How does that impact the build versus buy decision for a leader like you?
People feel that there's an AI product, go ahead, buy it and install it. It's not that easy. What people forget is that the data will hallucinate, especially with AI. Any new process you will come up with, the data will hallucinate. So if you get a new product and it will start running, no, it will not. You will have to see that each and every pipeline, data source is working properly, each and every query that you've put in work. So your UAT has to be 10 times more than buying probably a traditional digital transformation product or creating a digital transformation product versus a digital transformation product which is AI ML led. There's nothing called as plug and play. You have to test it. You have to sit down, give the pipelines. Without that, nothing will happen.
Dhruv, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Nikhil.
So these days, many retail brands are building digital transformation teams. In the retail distribution space, who exactly is a digital transformation leader? Is it a tech guy who understands business? Is it a business guy who understands tech? Or is there a different way of looking at it?
So, Nikhil, this question has come up to me a number of times. And I do not believe that it's a digital transformation separate person or an IT which is a separate person or it's somebody else. It has to be a person who's a unique blend of IT who understands the digital transformation as well as who keeps himself abreast with the latest developments that are there in the market and most importantly understands the requirements of the sales team. And when I mean by sales team, I mean all the verticals, their lingos, their terminologies, and treats them more than a team as a client. So if you treat somebody as a client or a customer, then you try to take that extra step to achieve things for him. And you'll do the UAT also in a manner that you are the vendor and your sales team is the client. This is something that I had learned while I was at Samsung, your sales team is your first client. So I have the best of my friends in the sales team, but whenever we are making products, I always look at him as a client.
So I have been connected with you. You talked about Samsung. I've been connected with you when you were originally at Samsung. And I saw you have had a storied career where you were starting from sales and then you also worked at SIFI and Tata. So other than this thing, what other key learnings or principles have you carried forward from your early days and then over to Samsung and then now when it comes to looking at transformation as a practice?
So, Nikhil, we burnt a lot of hands in Samsung. First of all, I burned my hands a lot of times in Samsung. So I thought that, if I burnt my hands on a particular product or a particular way of doing things, those particular way of doing things, I should not be doing here. The second point was, yes, in Samsung, the biggest thing was that we were working at scale.
Yeah.
So, I had 40,000 users to whom you had to deploy probably and SFA. We had over 3,500 distributors whom we had to manage. So, the technical angle of it, that was immense, which I had learned from there. Apart from it, I was taking care of SARC also apart from India. So that taught me how in different markets, different systems or different cultures they adopt, how you have to change yourself for the various markets. But what I actually got in was that what is the principle of digital automation? It's to deal with the world, or transformation is to deal with the word called as automation, wherein either you save revenue
Yeah.
or you save time, and it is with ease. For the team, it is ease. It's not that in companies which do not have digital transformation were not capturing data, but they were not capturing in an organized manner. So when you introduce DMS, so the pain of taking the manual, that went down. It became automated, and time got saved. And how does this help? This helps in the claims. Because if the turnaround time of the claim is getting reduced using a
Yeah.
particular technology called, say, like DMS,
Yeah.
then your working capital is there with the distributor. Apart from the insights that the DMS gave probably the organizations which I worked for, the in-depth at a category level, subcategory level, SQ level, or if they need to strategize.
Yeah.
So it is basically your data that's there from your ERP, that's your SAP HANA, or your DMS that is there. The other thing that we'd gotten from my learnings was SFA, that is Salesforce Automation. Uh, so we were using first Smollen, very old company, and then we'd completely taken over Smollen's entire product and we made it on our own. So that was there. But there are certain challenges with every organization, set of distributors, and the scale at what they're doing. Now, what I've not been able to get through is also important. I've not been able to get through an online DMS system. Correct. But why is that? That somebody needs to understand. That's because the distributors here are not that much motivated or have that kind of capital to keep
Yeah.
extra resources
Yeah.
to enter in two systems.
Yeah.
Hence, we are on a TCP based system wherein if you enter in Tally on Busy,
Yeah.
you get your data. The other thing which we had done in Samsung was that we had Click. So I knew that we had to do something with data science, but with time, technology also changed. So I said that we need to have an internal data science team. We'll create our own, data science here, so that the number of amount of rupees that you spend on CR or developing any, a model, that gets reduced, and it has been reduced but to a major extent. Now, if you go ask probably a BI, a Tableau, Power BI, Tableau, or Looker, so at the first time you'll only get licenses.
Yeah.
After that, they will probably hand you over to one of your vendors, and then you'll have to create from the scratch, and for that the charges would be there. So any CR that is required in them, so again you will have to pay.
Yeah.
So I did not want to get into this activity. So money is not important, the time is also important. So we cultivated an internal data science team which has its data, it stores data from both DMS as well as SAP HANA, as well as from our what do you call it, as SFA. That is there. So that became a platform that, okay, data is residing at one place. Now the next leap that we want to take, it is there.
That very insightful, and that leads me to many follow-up questions actually. So one thing that I would like to understand from you is, at what stage should an organization think about going beyond just having an IT team and looking at building a digital transformation team? Is it about their size? Is it about their tech stack maturity, or is it something else?
So I will first say that I disagree with the question.
Yeah.
And I had mentioned that in my previous comment. You can have an IT team. That IT team itself can take care of the digital transformation. The whole aspect is that you should have a team which takes care of the digital transformation part of it. It could be part of IT, it could be a separate team, or it could be completely. I've known of companies who've given it to consultancies also, consultants also. So here it is not about that from IT. So see, if you end of the day, if you see each and every product is based upon information technology.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So automation is just a jargon or a word, or a sales transformation is just a jargon or a word. So if you see my designation, it is sales transformation and IT. So my boss saw to it that my vision from the IT doesn't get removed. In Samsung, it was we were part of business strategy and innovation.
Yeah.
So it's not, if you see even companies like Samsung, there is no designation as IT, there is no designation as sales transformation. It's called as SDS there. If you see their team, which is, if in terminology we call it as an IT team.
Yeah.
So I do not feel that we should separate them. They are part of the same one team. That is what I believe. And as far as organizations are concerned,
Yeah.
I see now more organizations which are at the startup stage, which go into transformation. Fine. So the question that you asked, that when should an organization go into transformation or into the IT sphere, it is ASAP. Jaldi karo. Abhi agar nahi kara, so that means you are late.
Yeah.
You're late in the pool, late in the party. Already AI ML is going at such a speed that changes are happening every month or week.
So you touched upon AI changing things. So how exactly does the advent of AI change the digital transformation practice?
Very good question, Nikhil, and this has been asked many times. It's gone through my mind also many times. So I look at AI and ML as tools. Tools which would help you build upon your IT practices, your digital transformation practices, or your automation practices. It is not that you treat it as a hype and you go gung-ho on it. Correct. So if you see the journey of AI over the last 1 year, it has been in soft side of it, the software side of it.
Yeah.
And this year onward, you are seeing now new products wherein it's coming into the physical part of it. Fine. So there are a number of companies which are using AI to create products. Now, we have done 2 products with the help of AI. One with our vendor, and one we have done it our own selves with one of our sister concern. So one is called as AI-based product recommendation. So here we have utilized the ML basis or the ML knowledge to create 3 parameters. One is your check stocks, which he's been buying regularly. Off lately, he's not buying. Highly recommended, which he's been buying regularly, but off lately, also he's buying it. So like it's a highly recommended.
Yeah, repeat kind of.
That's a repeat sales. And in the third parameter is strong pattern. Strong pattern is which he's not buying that regularly, or maybe he's not buying at all, but within his geographical location, probably other retailers are buying it. Now, why is this important for us? If I was one of the companies which were just having 20, 30 SKUs or 70 SKUs, this would not have made that much of a sense. I have 9,000 SKUs. So, Nikhil, try and understand the challenge my team faces going at a retail outlet just to get his attention and tell him that, okay, this is what you have to sell, is a challenge in its own self. From 9,000, even if we come down to say 2,000, that's also huge. So we had to restrict it to 18. So using these algorithms, we have restricted it to 18. And we have just put in another capping to it, that on any of these 3 parameters, if there is a product which gives more profit to the company, that also gets highlighted in the complete product. So this was one product that we have done. The second product which we've just made live a month back is called as Borosil IQ. So IQ here standing for intelligent and Q standing for quartermaster and not question. So the quartermaster is a character from James Bond who gives James Bond gadgets to fight whatever is battles and all. So here we are trying to make him even more intelligent. So at the end of the day, the game is about data, how fast you can churn the data, take decisions, and how conscious you are about the data. So here we have created a tool wherein he can use voice, can use text, plus to increase the adoption, we have inputted certain prompts like reflect my sales. So if he clicks on reflect my sales, his sales comes in 30 seconds. Now that exact data would take him nothing less than half an hour to 45 minutes to churn out. Even if he was using business intelligence, which we do have, it would still take him nothing less than 10 minutes. So, and the other thing with AI, what we have done is, we have segregated it at a manpower level, which means Nikhil, supposing I am taking care of the country, so I'll see only the national level data. If you are taking care only of Punjab for say one of our brands or even one of our categories, you will only get that particular data available for you. And it's like an icon on your mobile, just ask the data and move. And sales team has taken a big liking to it, I can tell you that, because it is downloadable. It also gives you suggestions about the product, and also even follow-up questions. So yes, these are the things where we are trying to get in trying to get in AI and ML. And let's see going forward where all do we get it. But it is not कि हाँ AI लेके ही आना. It's not like that. Like we have claims. So claims is very simple. So you do not need to get in some kind of an AI, at least right now. Yes, a new product can come wherein AI and ML is there.
Two very good examples, Dhruv. You mentioned sales team has taken a liking to it. I assume that obviously the value that they are going to get as users or the team would have definitely played a big part in driving adoption. So my question is, next question is about a broader aspect of this, like how do you prevent any project like this from becoming just an IT project? You earlier touched on that this is not just IT, this is something at the business level, but how do you convince all the functions whichever are going to be impacted by it that this is something where you also have to play an active role?
So Nikhil, my thought has always been creating product. Okay, so whenever we are, whether it's these 2 products that we have created, the AI-based product recommendation or our AI-based search engine, which is Borosil IQ, we have never told the sales team explicitly that this is an AI product. We have just told them the feature. कि भाई इससे तेरे को ये चीज़ जल्दी मिल जाएगी. इन 18 SKU पे फोकस करना, बिजनेस ज़्यादा जल्दी होगा. एंड फिर बोलते एक दुकान पे तू कम टाइम बिताएगा, उतना ही ऑर्डर लेगा, तो यू विल गो ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट आउटलेट. सो द ओवरऑल थिंग इज इफ ही स्पेंडिंग लेसर टाइम but being more productive at an outlet means he can do more outlets. Correct? If he's doing more outlets and being productive, then it means more business. Correct? So this is something that we sit down with the sales team. We share with them our thought and a broader picture, what we are going to do. And what happens over a period of time is that when they realize that, okay, this guy is also thinking about business. Like in my KPI, I have domestic sales figures also. Correct.
Okay.
So when they know, okay, this guy is also thinking the way business is thinking,
Yeah.
or he will interject. Okay, so they also start having faith. कुछ बनाया तो कुछ तो फायदा होगा ही होगा. Correct. So that is one thought that goes away. The second part is you have never to shy down from a very constructive discussion that happens.
Yeah.
So I've had many times discussion with our team, where somebody would like to understand how a particular data set has come about, or how a logic can be created, how they can be more productive. So we do have such discussions. Correct. And we do tell them, if you focus on these outlets, or if you focus on these particular outlets, these particular SKUs on these distributors, where the team has taken an effort to take the order, then your probably fulfillment will increase. So we focus on these. We are keenly focusing on the business results. And second, again, sorry, I think so. I'm interjecting for the third time in saying there is no difference between an IT project or a digital transformation project. The end of the day, they are the same. Okay, it is that how is it that you can be more apathetic towards the sales guy?
Yeah.
He is the guy who goes in 40 degrees temperature, okay, in his bike and goes and sells. Fine. He is the guy who would probably go in 2 degrees, to these same outlets. He is the guy who's going to listen from the distributor and who's going to listen from the retailers. You're there in the office, so probably listening to him, but he's facing the rough brunt of it. And they say, if in organization a sales department does not work, then no department will work. So you have to support the sales. I tell my team also that you are here to support the sales team. So that ego should not be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of I am in digital transformation, or I am in IT, or I am in marketing, or I am in supply chain, whichever divisions that are there within the company.
That makes sense. Since sales team is already on your side, right, on your payroll, and they see being on the same team as you, it's easy for you to get their buy-in, right? What about extending these new capabilities, whether that's AI or any new technology, to channel partners and retailers? Have you tried something there? And if you have tried something there, like what are some key takeaways or key learnings from there?
Nikhil, as I said, AI has come last year, probably a year before that, we started hearing about ChatGPT and swept us. So within 1 year, you cannot, just implement it without knowing across each and every division. Yes, we've not, as of right now, got AI to our distributor level or to our retail level. But yes, for our distributors, we do have our digital transformation products, which is your DMS. We do have for our retailer a very good retailer loyalty program, and we're getting a lot of love towards the brand from the retailers towards it. And that is right now what we are starting at. And let's see how we move ahead. If there is a new product which excites us, or something that we cannot replicate internally, correct? We are more than happy to explore such products.
You mentioned that teams like yours are in planning cycle for 2026. In your opinion, what are some milestones, or even just one milestone, that every person driving transformation at a retail brand should be chasing this year?
One is at least be very conscious while selecting product, to see if you can, select a product which is AI and ML based.
Yeah.
I will at least say that, because the speed with which the change is happening is no one's business. It's faster than what in digital transformation, a change probably 10 years back was 4 years. Then in last 5 years, it became 2 years. But within the AI and ML world or AI, life cycle that I've seen in last 2 years, it is happening every week and the pace is huge. So you have to keep yourself updated also.
Yeah.
That is one. Second, understand what are the requirements within the company. Don't make a product जो दिखने में बस अच्छा दिखता है, ठीक है? So you have to sit down with the team, see what their requirements are, understand their pain. It's not that sales team would say that okay, Dhruv, let's create this. So we ask them, why would we like to create this? What would be the advantages if we got in? How would you use it? So we ask this question.
Yeah.
So I think so one, the time period of BRDs has gone. कि आप मेरे को BRD लिख के दो, मैं उसको टाइप करूँगा, मैं उसको वेंडर को भेजूँगा या खुद बनाऊँगा. So those time have gone. Now you have to sit down, understand. Now we were evaluating a product wherein using AI, probably you can get hold of the share of the shelf. So we sat down with one of the teams, and that team really liked the product. So we then said, okay, why don't we do a POC, and we'll come and see that how this product is of use to you, whether it's of use to you. So it's not necessary every time there is a good story.
Yeah.
So here probably the team did not take a liking to it. Or the team said, okay, right now we have other priorities. Whenever we get free time, we would then probably come up with come up to you for this particular product. So we do have situations like this, and it should be taken in a healthy manner. So my whole point is, drive anything, but drive taking your concurrence of your sales team. I'm not I do not mean here taking a sign off from them. I mean taking their concurrence. And what will happen over a period of time, and specifically new people who are joining in digital transformation and IT team, would be that you become habitual and you start thinking about business. Okay, ये प्रोडक्ट बिजनेस के लिए कैसा रहेगा, धंधा कैसे बढ़ाएगा, ROI मिलेगा मेरे को कि नहीं मिलेगा, will I show monetization or not. So today I can very nicely say that yes, this year I can show monetization, a very healthy monetization, just out of 2 process implementation that we did. One was a product recommendation AI ML, and the other one was something called as must sell. Okay, so we've got healthy monetization from there. So and we want to improve it further.
Yeah,
it's not कि एक level पहुंच गए वहाँ पे we have stuck. So that's why we focus, not our adoption phase is on training, retraining, again the team, again and again.
Yeah. You touched upon this fact that AI coming into the picture has made things move at a much faster rate, right? So even when you are evaluating vendors, how do you ensure, or how do you try to ensure that this vendor might have certain capabilities right now, but they are going to keep up with that pace and maybe keep you ahead? How do you try to ensure that?
I think so. Very good question you've asked, Nikhil. If you ask me, the first thing that I look at is, and it's a very negative thing that I would say, but is that there's a saying that if it's not broke, then why change it? Correct? So I have this thing at the back of my mind. Then I see what are their capabilities. ये इतना लेके जा रहा, अगर नए वाले को लेके आऊँगा वो उतना ऊपर तो लेके जाएगा, but ये already इधर है, इधर से इधर लाने में भी तो time लगेगा.
Yeah.
So it's not that if he has an extra capability, I'll directly go ahead with him. If this person is, giving the products or has capabilities which can slowly and steadily, take us on top, it's fine. Because please try and appreciate, even the sales team has to digest transformational products.
Yeah.
आप उनको 10 दे दोगे ना साल के अंदर, they'll not be able to digest. you can give them ad specs, and I'm talking about good ones. Not more than 3 or 4. Not more than 3 or 4. Other are just process interventions. ठीक है? So not more than 3-4 product. I'm talking about big interventions you can give them.
Which might change some processes.
Yes, if you get a big team और आप बोलो नहीं ये लो 20 नए मैं products लेके आया हूँ, ये तो तुम्हारे लिए सोच भी लेगा, कल तुम्हारे लिए आउटलेट भी चुन लेगा कौन से आउटलेट पे जाना. Yes, but you need to see how your team is maturing. So I think so that's the level where every IT and digital transformation guy, his mindset comes in.
So, obviously, like you said, you can only try a few things at a time. Some of them will succeed, some may not succeed, right? What's your prioritization framework for picking these things that you are going to try first? Adoption, or maybe ease of adoption, ROI, or are there other factors?
For me, it is that if a project is difficult, I'll try to first finish that.
Oh.
And the second thing is, it is not that you start one project, finish it, then start the next project. So you'll have multiple projects which will be running side by side. So that thought process needs to be there.
Yeah.
Maybe your larger project finishes in 7 months framework. There's another smaller project which you started 1 month later, but finished off within 2 months' time. Correct? Those things keep on happening, but they have to run parallelly. Otherwise, see, I'll tell you, another thing which I learned from Samsung, got it over here within my at least team, and I keep on telling everyone, you have only got a limited time frame to introduce and get the adoption done. That time frame is from April to October. In fact, April to September end. If in this time you get a new product, people will adopt it, they like it. Diwali time probably they'll leave it a bit because they're more focusing on the primary. Then again they'll pick it up. But if within this time frame you do not do it, then after what happens is Diwali comes. After that, there are incentive schemes which the retailers they take out for, or there are even if they adopt, the actual usage will happen next financial year because the actual Diwali will come the next financial year. So even if I have to test somebody, I say, "Iska ek Diwali beet gaya ki nahi beeta abhi tak?" So that is my criteria, and the same criteria I hold true here.
Okay. So the next question comes from the perspective of people who might be looking at the plethora of AI options they can go from. Obviously, there are general purpose tools like ChatGPT and Claude, and then there are domain specific tools like some order recommendation, for example, right? But even within order recommendation, as an example, what might work for an FMCG company like Unilever may not work for a glassware company like Borosil, right? So what level of domain and process specificity is worth chasing, and where should companies kind of compromise?
So I'll answer this question in 2 methods. First of all, now the wording CPG is there, and FMCG and FMCD that were used earlier on is now no longer there. Consumer packed goods. So whether it's a Hindustan Lever or whether it's a Borosil Limited, we fall under the same bracket. By the way, we're not into glassware. We are into dinner sets also. We are creating appliances also. We are creating steel products also. There are hydrated bottles also. There are gas stoves also. Okay, I'm just trying to name you the ranges which are there within Borosil, and why I have often labeled it, and wherever I go, they have often labeled it as CPG. Okay. Now that once it is in CPG, so the logic that is there is the same. Now the next part is company to company, whether you are within the same industry or separate industry, the logic will differ. An HLL will have 2,500 SKUs. A Coke or a Samsung will have 75 to 125 SKUs. A Coke will have up to 50 SKUs. I would have 9,000 SKUs. My challenge, my team's challenge is that today. That is my team's challenge. If I was to sell like Coke, if I took my sales team, or if I was to sell those many outlets with that sales team, I think so we would be able to do a far greater job. Thanks to my experience in Samsung.
Okay, that makes sense, Dhruv. Another question that I think many people would have, particularly those which have some legacy systems where there might be some level of fragmentation, some sort of issues with the data being in disjointed systems, right? How should they plan their transformation journey in the AI era, right? Should they just try to figure out a way of making AI work with these legacy systems, or should they look at a more comprehensive overhaul?
Nikhil, I think so. This has been the best question you've asked, and it is very close to my heart.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll go one level before what you asked. So, I think so. Any journey, IT, digital transformation, AI journey, any organization, any department was to take, they need to set their data sets, their legacy data correct. While we were doing, at the time while we were getting our DMSs installed, installation completed in 2020, 2021, the height of COVID, we spent a lot of time in cleaning our legacy data. A. B. We even today have within my team an MDM team which would see whether the hierarchies are correct or not. Even today we sent it back to the product managers and the SAP team to get it corrected. So that is something you require, because as they say, if garbage in and garbage out.
Yeah.
So if you'll put in garbage, you'll get out garbage. If you'll put in diamonds, you'll get diamonds only. So that is something that I had put my foot down upon. We spent some good 2 years sorting out the data, and I think 1.5 years. And once everything was set, then we said, okay, we would like to have it within our own cloud, Borosil's own GCP cloud, and so that if we have to do any integrations, we can do from here. So if you ask whether it's the hierarchies, whether it's the data itself, it's an ongoing process. Once you have to do the dirty work, but if you're feeling that dirty work has ended, please remember, आप भी अपने घर को हर रोज झाड़ू लगाते हो.
Yeah.
The cleaning up of data is based on that.
Do you think a data lake is important
Oh yes, 100%.
for all organizations?
I think so they should go ahead. And primarily I'm talking from a business angle, and I'm not talking as a leader, as a digital transformation leader, but as a business leader here. Because if I will have a data lake, I can cajole it according to my requirements of the data. So today, because of the lake, our sales team can say, okay, we are running this scheme. Why can't we have an online, report that is created, which goes automated like your normal reports early in the morning, wherein everybody has to see, take decisions and call out. And it's not like an Excel report where anybody is typing and wasting time. So you just create it once and it's there. Correct. So now the team also understands the value of the lake. And that is what I had said initially, that our focus after we had finished the vanilla products was to create a data science team on our own.
That leads me to team building, right? I remember this from earlier, that you have built a data science team, and I also saw that you have been hiring for AI ML roles, right? So tell me, how does the team structure look like, an ideal team structure for an IT or a transformation team? I know you would not like to label them like that, but how does an ideal team structure look like for you? Do you want to have some dedicated AI ML people or AI ML developers, or should companies also try to have people who understand the business applications of AI and can evaluate AI even if they cannot build AI solutions in-house?
Nikhil, it is not that simple. So if you were to ask me, I would like to have, uh, I do have, but part of
Yeah.
an extended team, and an IT support team.
Yeah.
So which are basically, linking up pipelines from SAP to our lakes.
Yeah.
And then we currently do have a DMS team. We currently do have an SFA team. So this is one combined team.
Yeah.
Retail team is separate. And the data science team is separate. I'll be very honest in saying at the time when we had set up the data science team, I had not even thought that we would require an ML team, an AI ML team. It is as time passed by, within I think so 1 year of, we thought that no, we would within data science, we would require an AI ML person also. Hence you will see that within our recruiting, we are looking at data scientists who have qualifications, and even we have hired people who are data scientists and are qualified within creating AI ML tool. Now, creating AI ML tool could be, I'm looking at forecasting.
Yeah.
Ask me at the bottom of my heart. But creating it in-house so that my costs get saved. I can get it created anywhere. I can just go to any vendor. I can share my, give an extension line of my lake and get the product created. But want an internal team to do it so that we may save cost. So this is something then ideal that I would like to have. Another thing which I would like to, I've not evaluated it right now, but if supposing on the manufacturing side, a new product, an AI ML based or an IoT based product is coming up, so I would not mind if given an opportunity. Yeah. But then there will be a different team for it. It would not be this same team. Because the people who are handling each of these categories have their own skill sets.
Yeah. How does AI, so basically AI has, like you touched upon earlier, AI has accelerated the pace of change in software, right? How does that impact the build versus buy decision for a leader like you?
So Nikhil, people feel that, there's an AI product, go ahead, buy it and install it. It's not that easy. What people forget is that the data will hallucinate, especially with AI, the data will hallucinate. Any new process you will come up with, the data will hallucinate. So if you get a new product and it will start running, no, it will not. You will have to see that each and every pipeline, data source is working properly, each and every query that you've put in works. So your UAT has to be 10 times more than buying probably a traditional digital transformation product or creating a digital transformation product versus a digital transformation product which is AI ML led. So we've had challenges in both the products that we have created. The hallucination has come, and we have also seen the hallucination whenever we have tried to put in a new intervention or a new upgrade. So these are certain things you will have to look into. So there's no plug and play in AI, and I can today say with confidence, thanks to our data lake and the kind of strength that our team has within our data science, even if somebody tries to sell us कि नहीं ये IML based है, ये गलती नहीं करेगा, at the time he's selling us, we'll tell him that no, his observations are incorrect. Again, the concept comes, garbage in, garbage out. I can give him garbage for one of my competitors and expect garbage and expect diamonds in return. No, that will not happen. That will not happen.
So, risk of hallucination will be there. But does the risk due to hallucinations play a role in your decision making when you decide whether you want to bring AI into some process or not?
So if people feel that hallucination of AI is not a reality and a myth, please welcome to the new world.
Yeah.
If you'll create products on your own, wherein you have it on your servers, you have your own security, you have tied up with your own, say like we have tied up with Azure OpenAI, on your own license plates, then and build the security around it.
Yeah.
Then you will face these challenges. Yes, if you're looking at using the open source chat GPT, putting in your Excel data, then your Excel will be as public as probably anybody puts in a prompt that please share the Excel sheets of an XYZ company which have been put in. So I think so. Right now, I have not seen or come across vendor or vendors who say that it's a plug and play AI product module. Yes, vice versa for digital transformation I have heard, but these are just jargons. These are all words. There's nothing called as plug and play. You have to test it. You have to sit down, give the pipelines. Without that, nothing will happen.
Another question that comes from one of your earlier statements is, like when you were talking about the two AI solutions, one was for order and one was for this analytics.
Recommendation.
Yeah.
Recommendation even gave quantity.
Yeah. So how do you decide that this is something I want to do in-house and maybe centrally, and this is something I just want a plug-and-play system for and maybe get it from a vendor?
Nikhil, it depends upon at that time what is happening. So I know that okay, if supposing an application is given to me, if I get a budget that okay, you can go create your own application, yes, then I'll not even require a vendor also. I'll create the entire SFA on my own. Fine. But when you have an SFA vendor, correct, and try and understand the user is taking order on a particular application. He's putting his attendance, he's looking at his outlet sales, distributor sales there. For him, even if you create God, but on a separate app, it will always be an additional app.
Yeah.
Correct. So you have to see that what is of use, which uses the least number of clicks that can be created for the team.
Yeah.
Fine. So this comes to our mind, one. Second is if there is something on which I can take a bet, ठीक है, ये तो हम अंदर कर सकते, we can do it inside, we have got the resources. So those are things on which we can take a bet and we move ahead. So if I was to tell you right now, yes, forecasting could be something that I'll take a bet internally, and I'll definitely do it. Matlab, irrespective, it's used, it's not used, I'll definitely get it created by my team itself. So that is one thing that'll be there.
So forecasting is a big bet, right? And a lot of effort. Give me examples of some things, some AI use cases, small AI use cases or straightforward AI use cases that most brands, CPG brands, retail brands should be in a position to try in 2026.
So one is PR, as I said. I think so they should start with PR. That is one thing, and if they can get a vendor who can forecast for them, that would also be very good for them. So these two products I would definitely recommend.
So Dhruv, this question has been coming up internally when we plan our roadmap, is that boards are obviously going to demand ROI from AI tools, right? Does the framework for planning, measuring and justifying ROI from AI tools differ from other technology in general, or are there some common principles?
It's the same. It's the same. That will remain.
Yeah. So What's your advice to leaders who might have tried some AI tools last year, maybe as a pilot, maybe they were not able to justify the ROI from them, or maybe things did not work out, right? What are some mistakes that people make when trying AI pilots?
One, you have to be sincere to yourself while creating a product, and specifically while you're doing the tests.
Yeah.
So our vendors, they know there are many products that we have created which they have sold to others.
Yeah.
There are many products which they had in a vanilla form, but we have changed it so much. So why am I telling you all this? At the end of the day, it should make business sense. If it does not make business sense, don't need to even go towards it. One of the mistakes that people make is they do not test enough. Do not do UATs. They do not look at data that's coming from there. They do not question the data that's coming from there. So my team, they question the data that's coming from there. They question the vendor that's coming, that why is this coming, this not coming, this is incorrect. We have proved million times to a number of our vendors that how, because they had not done a proper QC,
Yeah.
the results were not correct. They realize our points. And that's the time where they say, okay, we buy your point, we support your point, and they get the changes or the CR done on top of it. So over a period of time, what happens is that our organization gets a brand, an image that, tomorrow if you have to create something, let's go and ask Borosil at the beginning of the year. So we've had cases like this. So you need to be in depth in your data, see what your product is doing, evaluate your product on a daily basis, see whether the product itself is not, hallucinating. We've had cases within our lake also. We've got it rectified. We had a pipeline trouble with our HANA the other day. So we've got it corrected. These are part and parcel. Correct? नहीं तो आप ऑफिस में करोगे क्या? एवरी डे तो आप नए प्रोडक्ट नहीं बना रहे, एवरी डे तो आप वेंडर से नहीं बात कर रहे हो, एवरी डे तो आप किसी को मतलब कोई और चीज नहीं बता रहे हो. सो ईदर you're in the strategizing part of it, or you are taking care of your own product and seeing कि कहाँ पे कोई issue तो नहीं है, कुछ faults तो नहीं है. That's how you move ahead with it.
Last question.
Yeah.
Right. What would be your number one advice to anyone who joins a enterprise CPG company this year and they take up this mandate of driving transformation there?
Be very patient in the transformation. Don't be in a hurry. So my team knows it. I do not do it for the March, the annual sales conferences. I do not do it for that. I said product अच्छा बनाना है. मई में बने मेरे को चलेगा. मेरे को मार्च में खराब प्रोडक्ट नहीं चाहिए. So be very patient with your products. While creating it, take time. Even if you deliver one hit product in 1 year, for the guys who are joining in right now, you will then start, it's kind of a faith that people will start having on you. And creating a product is just the beginning of the product. You have to do training, there's an adoption phase that is going to go, there's a regular measurement that's going to happen. The team you're going to you might be getting certain new insights after 4 months of the product, which you'd like to share with the team. Correct? So that will keep on happening. So creation of the product is not the end of the product. लेके भाग गए, बना दिया, भाग गए एकदम. नहीं, that's not it. वो तो शुरुआत है. So I firmly believe that be patient in creating your product. Do not, yes, they are part of your KPIs, but do not create it for your marches, your annual sales conferences.
Incredible, Dhruv. This has been such a wonderful discussion.
Thank you.
I'm sure our audiences would learn a lot from it and they would definitely enjoy this.
Thank you, Nikhil. Thank you for having me over.